Ever pondered how your computer processes information at such a lightning-fast pace? Well, the magic happens because of something called a cache. Think of the cache as a small high-speed storage area that keeps a copy of the most frequently accessed parts of your computer's larger memory. It's a bit like a well-stocked pantry in a large kitchen. By keeping the most commonly used ingredients close at hand, a chef can whip up meals much more quickly than if they had to fetch each item from a distant storeroom. Cache is not just a single entity, but can exist in multiple levels, typically referred to as L1, L2, and L3. The L1 cache is the smallest and fastest, while the L3 cache is the largest and slowest. Each level serves as a buffer for the next, ensuring that the processor rarely has to access the slower main memory. The effectiveness of a cache relies on something called locality of reference. This principle states that if a piece of data is accessed, there's a high likelihood that nearby data will also be accessed soon. The cache takes advantage of this by not only storing the most recently accessed data, but also the data around it. Cache plays a crucial role in high-end embedded systems and is indispensable for general-purpose computers. It's usually designed using SRAM, or static random access memory. SRAM is faster but more expensive than DRAM, or dynamic random access memory, which is typically used for main memory. The cache is usually located on the same chip as the processor. This close proximity means that the cache is much smaller than off-chip main memory due to space limitations. However, it also enables faster access, taking just one cycle compared to several cycles for main memory. So how does the cache operate? Whenever there's a request for main memory access, whether read or write, the system first checks the cache. If the required data is already in the cache, we have what's known as a cache hit, and the data can be accessed quickly. If the data isn't in the cache, we have a cache miss. In this case, the system reads the required address and possibly its neighbors into the cache. There are several design choices to consider when it comes to cache, including cache mapping, replacement policies, and write techniques, all of which can affect the performance of the cache and, by extension, the whole system. In summary, the cache is a small, high-speed storage area on a computer's chip that stores copies of frequently accessed data, effectively speeding up the system's operations. Its effectiveness relies on the principle of locality of reference, and its design involves several considerations such as cache mapping, replacement policies, and write techniques. So, the next time your computer processes information at lightning speed, remember to thank the humble cache.